Welcome to Swimming World Television. We're here on night number 1 of USAS, and we're joined by Becky Dyron Lancer as well as Natalie Bartleson, two members of the 1996 gold medal synchronized swimming team. And these ladies are here to kind of update us on the current state of USA synchronized swimming, as well as talk about the 1996 games where these ladies scored the only perfect score in history. Is that right?
Yes, it is. We got all 10s. So, perfect score.
That's kind of what we want to talk about, because in 2009, FINA made a decision in synchronized swimming to change the way that judging takes place, kind of making a little bit of a difficulty scale. Is that right, Natalie?
Right. The judges are required now to judge each element separately to give it a degree of difficulty and to judge fairly each of the elements instead of ranking the countries or the athletes or the routines.
And before that was in place, Becky, it was kind of almost a preconceived ranking system that was in place, where you'd say, oh, this team is usually up here, so that's kind of how the rankings take place. Is that accurate?
Yeah, well, it's a subjective sport, and when there's teams that tend to win or tend to get towards the top, I think judges might go into it subjectively ranking people. So this will be a really great way to even the field a little bit.
Back in 1996, there was, like we already talked about, that perfect score. Between then and now in the state of synchronized swimming in the United States, 2008, the team finished 5th. 2009, they finished 7th. But it's a little bit of a different system in place here in the United States. Do you mind telling us a little bit about how it's changed over the past decade?
Well, the difficulty, the vocabulary of movement, and the choreography have really changed. Things are a lot faster. In the team event, we have patterns that go in and out, but it's just they've gotten so much tighter. I think that when we swam, we probably did 20 different patterns throughout our routine, and now they're doing upwards of 40 pattern changes within a 4-minute routine when we swam about 5 minutes and 15 seconds. So the demands on the athlete are so much more, it's so much more complex to judge. So the judges' training is really important, and the athleticism of our swimmers is really having to go up.
When it comes to training, though, it was a full-time gig for you back in '96, and these ladies, I was told, in 2009 had about 10 weeks to work together before the World Championships in Rome.
Right. Well, internationally, you have countries that are training year-round, 8 to 10 hours a day, 7 days a week. And right now in the U.S., we have a little bit different structure. And so a lot of the girls coming from the collegiate teams, which is fantastic that we have that opportunity, but less time to train. So we're hoping to kind of rearrange that here at convention.
So I'm going to throw this question out to both of you. What needs to take place in the next 4 years so that in London, USA's back up on that medal stand?
We really need to train year-round. Before the '96 games, we trained for 9 months. At the beginning of the quad, we would just go during the summers, 10, 12, 16 weeks maybe. But the requirement is there's no rest period. The year after the Olympic Games, it's not just to sit on your laurels. Like the second the Olympic Games are over, you have to hit the road running. We've hit the road jogging, and we have got to get our girls full-time training in January, and that's what we're working on, but we've got to work with the collegiate system because that's a huge part of our program as well.
So is that what you ladies are doing here this week, trying to kind of give a little glimpse at how it worked back in '96 and maybe implement some of those as we move forward to 2012?
Right, we're trying to share our opinions of the intensity of the training that we had with our the private clubs. We were training 8 to 10 hours a day, 6 days a week. With some of the NCAA rules, they don't have that opportunity. I think there's going to be a lot of different discussions happening here at convention, and we'll see what happens.
Thank you so much, Becky and Natalie. That's Swimming World Television coming to you from USAS, and that's your synchronized swimming update.